Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today we're actually back with another makeup video. I know it's been quite vlog heavy, just because I've been having a great festive time recently, but I was really lucky enough to get sent this holiday collection from Bobbi Brown, and it's so gorgeous that I really wanted to share it with you. I've tried a couple of the items, but I haven't tried all of them, so I'm excited to like play with as much as we can today. But I just feel like the star of the show truly is this palette. I'm sorry. So we have, basically, I'll go through what we have. We have the Luxe Cheek and Highlight palette, and this packaging is just so gorgeous. And then in a similar packaging, we have the Luxe Eyeshadow Duo. So there's two eyeshadows in this. I'll show you in a minute. I also got sent the Primed to Party Vitamin Enriched Face Base Duo. So you get two face bases in here. I actually don't know how much this retails for. I'll put all of the details on the pricing in the description box, because I imagine that this is a good deal because it is quite expensive to buy them separately. Then I don't know if you know like my true obsession for cream eyeshadows, but we have these 6 cream eyeshadows here. So we have Moonstone, Taupe, Soft Bronze, Cinnamon and Mulberry. So some of them are like a shimmer and then some of them are matte. Definitely going to play with these two along with the Luxe like eyeshadow duo as well. I love the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks. They're amazing because once they dry down, they do not budge. I used Moonstone the other day, like all over my lid. When I tell you, it was actually hard to get off. You had to use an oil like makeup remover to remove it. It's insane. It's going to last so long. And then I have just the Bobbi Brown mascara. And then to finish off, we have 2 of the Luxe lipsticks, but I absolutely love the packaging that they do in their holiday collections. They just make it feel really special. I have swatched these already, but they're 2 gorgeous shades. So we have Uptown Red, which actually I could probably swatch this for you. Uptown Red is like more of an orange toned red, I would say. And then we have Afternoon Tea, which is like a very warm nude, a little bit more on the orangey side as well. But this is a really great option if you're not someone who's comfortable with wearing a red lip. This is like a bit more of like a special festive nude lip option. So this is what the eyeshadow duo looks like. We have one gorgeous shimmer shade and then a matte shade. So you could create a beautiful eye look just with these 2 right here. I love the packaging so much. It feels really luxurious, really sturdy, but it's just got the most gorgeous embossing on the front, and then you've got Bobbi Brown here as well. I love that it's gold as well. I'm a gold girl at Christmas time, so it's just such a vibe. I always keep, because I think I got the holiday collection from last year, and again, it was such beautiful packaging and I always keep them. So if we take a look into the Luxe Cheek and Highlight palette, these are actually 2 blush shades, but I obviously use this as a bronzer and it looks absolutely stunning. So this is Brilliant Bronze, Radiant Blush. I would say it's a bronzer. And then we have Aura, Brilliant Radiant Blush as well. It is matte. It has a very slight sheen to it, but nothing like, no glitter or anything like that. And then this is one hell of a gorgeous highlight shade. Can you see how pigmented that is? You could even use that as an eyeshadow as well. So that is Afternoon Glow highlighting powder. All of these such gorgeous shades, and again, same packaging, feels really sturdy. It's not heavy, surprisingly. It looks like it would be heavy, but it isn't. And it's just so beautiful, the way that it glistens and the way that it's embossed on the front. Again, gold, can't go wrong. I'm sorry, can you see that swatch of the highlighting shade? I can't wait to get that on. And do you know what? Whilst I'm here and I've already got a load of product on my hands, we might as well swatch the cream eyeshadows. I'm going to start off with Moonstone. So I have used this one already. It's a really beautiful champagne colour. I mean, the sheen on it is absolutely gorgeous. Then Taupe I've also used as well. This is one of the matte shades. It's perfect. It acts perfectly as a transition shade. I really love that one. It's just a nice neutral brown. So next we have Cinnamon, which is a much deeper and richer brown. You see it here? It's almost more of that like chocolatey brown. Then Soft Bronze. I actually haven't tried this one on my eyes yet. It could be a good one for today. And obviously it's just more of a bronzy shade compared to that real gold champagne-y colour. Then lastly we have Mulberry, which is almost like a shimmery purple shade with a kind of brown undertone. So it kind of has that reflex of like a purpley kind of shade, but looks almost quite bronzy as well. Really like that. It looks like a really gorgeous, rich, slightly different colour, very festive. I mean, are you even a makeup girly if you don't have swatches all over your hand? I'm just gonna clean this off and then we can get going. I need to actually, like, it's actually hard to get the eyeshadows off once they've dried down. It's honestly incredible. So since the rest of my makeup's done, we can go straight in with the Luxe Cheek and Highlight palette. I am going to go in with the bronzer first. This is a Vieve 121 blush and bronze brush. I love this for bronzer. So I'm just going to dip into the Radiant blush. It's definitely a bronzer. I don't know why they would call it a blush, but whatever. And I'm going to focus this just on the outer perimeter of my face. I did do a little bit of cream bronzer, but I always like to reinforce it with some powder bronzer on top. That's my main tip for really helping your makeup last longer. Oh, it's gorgeous. I even love the way that they've embossed the powder. Do you see what I mean? Like, they've put this gorgeous print on there and it's almost like a geometric. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. She's looking a little bit more bronzed at this point. So I'm going to switch my brush to another Vieve. This is the 123 Precision Powder Brush, but I like to use this for my blush. So I'm going to take the Aura blush, which is just a gorgeous, I mean, this is just my kind of shade. The only thing I would say, obviously, with this palette is because it's shiny, I get finger marks and stuff all over it, powder marks. I mean, it is what it is. If you use something, it's not going to look perfect, is it? I would say that you have to go in a few times with the blush. That's my only critique. I don't know if it's the way it's been kind of like packed into the pan, but it's quite hard to get the pigment out. So I do go in like 2 or 3 times. But as you can see, it's not super pigmented, which makes it easy to blend on the cheeks, because I really hate with blush when like it's so pigmented that you put it on, you're like, oh shit, like I need to blend that out. Whereas this one, it's like a buildable blush, if that makes sense. But you see what a gorgeous colour that is. I really, really love Bobbi Brown blush colours. And now I feel like this is probably the most exciting part. We're going to go in with the highlighter. Oh, I'm excited. So this is the Vieve 125 highlight brush. And I'm going to go in lightly because from what I've seen from the swatch, it's quite pigmented. Oh yes, it is. I'm just going to do this on the high points of my cheekbones and then maybe a little bit on my nose as well. I've actually been getting back into highlighter recently. I went through a phase where I just was not into it, but I don't know if it's like because it's festive period and like, I don't know, just a chance to have a bit of fun with your makeup again. I just feel like it just makes everything pop. I love it. Okay, so that's the face palette done. Now we can move on to the eyes. I'm gonna do a mix of the eyeshadow duo along with the Longwear cream eyeshadows. These are very much Longwear cream eyeshadows, but I think we need to start off with Taupe because I want to have a nice like base for the rest of my makeup. So I'm just gonna apply this straight to like my lid and my crease and immediately blend it out. So this is the Vieve 217 large eyeshadow blender, and you kind of want to work a little bit quicker with these ones just because they do dry down and then they do not budge. But as you can see, they blend really easily and really quickly. I don't know if these are new shades or not, or whether they're just part of the holiday collection, but I really love this formula anyway. Then going into the eyeshadow duo, I'm going to take the matte shade because that actually just looks only a slight bit deeper, and I'm just going to go on top of that cream eyeshadow just to kind of set it quicker and just deepen it a little bit using the same eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use a little bit of cinnamon because it is that little bit deeper, and I'm just going to take it a little bit on the lower lash line, keeping it towards the outer corner and also in the outer corner of that top lid as well. For now, I'm just going to use a 221 eyeshadow smudger from Vieve. They honestly blend like an absolute dream. I really don't want anyone to feel intimidated by cream eyeshadows because I actually think sometimes they're easier to work with. And when I'm blending, I always like to go back to the original blending brush just to help really smooth everything out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm first going to use a bit of soft bronze because I haven't used this one before. I have used Moonstone. I could show you, I could add a little bit in the inner corner just to show you the shade on the eye, but I also really want to use this shimmer shade, so I might do soft bronze and add this on top just basically so I can show you each shade. But with the cream ones, all I do is I literally go straight onto the lid, and then using something like this is a 223 eyeshadow packer from Vieve. I will just blend the edges because you don't really need to blend on the lid because you want to keep it as kind of pigmented as possible. This is a really gorgeous like muted gold shade. You don't want anything too intense. Soft bronze is perfect. If you want a more intense gold, definitely go for Moonstone. I'll show you what Moonstone looks like towards the inner corner. So it's perfect for a highlight like that. Look at that. You can see how that really adds that extra little bit of glitter. Oh, I actually really like that. That's a gorgeous combination together. I mean, it's giving Christmas, isn't it? Come on. Now let's take, oh, these have names. Frosted and Supernova. So Frosted is this shade. Actually, I feel like that's a perfect shade for that. Frosted, and then this one's called Supernova. So I'm going to take Frosted on the same brush that I was just using. And I'm just going to add that as a bit of a topper and to help blend into that outer corner. I'm hoping that the light is catching it so you can see it looks gorgeous in person. Right, the only one I haven't used is Mulberry, so I'll save that for another day, but I have used all of the other shades, which I feel like it's pretty good going, and it's a very simple eye look. What I'm also going to do is take a little bit of cinnamon, I did this the other day, and just use that in my waterline, just because I think the colour really brings out the green in my eye. And again, once these dry down, they don't budge. So for a waterline, it is perfect. I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown mascara. This takes me back, this mascara. Do you know what? Bobbi Brown was the first high-end makeup brand that I ever used. Because I remember I had such terrible skin and I was using like all of this, like, you remember like the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse and all the stuff that was like clogging my pores, and it was just terrible. My mum was like, let's just go to, I think it was like House of Fraser or John Lewis. And we'll have a little look and like set you up with some like proper foundation and all of that. And I went to the Bobbi Brown counter and there was someone there who was just so lovely, and helped me kind of build out. It was a very basic routine. Like I didn't have like eyeshadows or anything like that. It was very much like foundation, maybe a bit of bronzer, mascara, that kind of thing. And that was the first time I ever tried face base. So I was probably like, I was way too young to be using something like the face base. But yeah, I think I used that as my moisturiser, my base for makeup. And I kind of fell in love with it then. I was probably about 13, 14. And it's been a love affair that's lasted ever since. I have a real special place in my heart for Bobbi Brown. And to actually be able to be gifted product by them just to like kind of like blows my mind. So thank you so much. Like, I mean, this is all down to you guys, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Like I really do appreciate it. And I know obviously I was so slack with my YouTube for like 2 years. Life just kind of got in the way, to be honest, and I think I was like doubting myself whether I should still do it, whether people wanted to see it, and I think I just forgot about my love for it. And yeah, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it going for as long as I can. I do have some major changes happening next year, just like career-wise, life-wise, which may make it more challenging, but I think I still want to keep it going. And then some stuff might just be the general like week in the life, day in the life, because I think I will be getting a full-time job again next year, just because I want to move out, I want to get a mortgage, like all of these things. There's just a lot of adulting things which are a lot easier when you just have that monthly salary coming in. So yeah, I mean, I'll take you along on that journey and everything. But yeah, just a lot of changes. I'm excited about it, a bit nervous because it's just, you know, another big change, but I think it's the right time. Can I add any more mascara to my eyes right now? But yeah, we'll have more of like a chat and a debrief about this in like my upcoming vlogs and stuff. I've got some exciting things planned for like January content. Like, I am someone that obviously I love self-development. I love like planning for the new year. I love new year goals. I love new habits, new routines. Like, I'm excited. Like, don't get me wrong, in this festive period, I'm very much enjoying just resting and recharging and planning for the new year. I'm just taking this time to be really present, really enjoy my free time, because I won't have a lot of free time next year with what I'm planning. So yeah, that's kind of like the vibe that I'm on right now. But yeah, there's so much more to come. Anyway, you don't care. You're here for Bobbi Brown, aren't you? You are. So we're going to move on to the lips. I don't know what one I want to do. I think with this look, I think it's got to be the nude one, isn't it? And let's be real, most of us are going for the nude option, are we not? It's gorgeous. I did try it the other day. I did a swatch video, both of them actually. They're both lovely. Mascara's cute, but it does not, it's like fine for every day, but it does not give you the oomph and the volume that I would normally expect from mascara. Because also, like, I use a lash serum, so my lashes are fairly long right now, and really they should be like, so what I'm going to do is I'll wait for it to dry down and then I'll recurl them again, just so you can like get the most of it, because it's nice. It's just, I feel like it weighs them down a little bit. Anyway, let's go in with this gorgeous shade called Afternoon Tea. It's literally a perfect lip liner, isn't it? So these are their Luxe lipsticks, so they're not matte. They have a sheen. That's what I meant to say. They have a sheen to them. Oh, is that not a vibe? I just feel like the orange tone reds don't really go with my complexion very well. I think this matches my complexion far better. But normally more of the neutral tones are like where I'm at. So even with reds, like a true neutral red is generally where I sit. Actually, that could be a good video idea, finding your perfect red lip, because I have loads of red lips that I could try, but also like talking you through your undertones in your skin and the red lip that would match it. If you want to see that, let me know, because that's something I could film this month, because that's something that I wish I'd have had earlier, because I just thought I couldn't wear a red lip. It turns out I just wasn't wearing the right kind of red lip. Does that make sense? Okay, my loves, this is the final look using in the new holiday collection from Bobbi Brown. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will make sure that I link everything in the description in case you want to pick anything up. If it's available on Look Fantastic as well, I do have a code with them. It is an affiliate code, but it gets you money off, so you might as well use it. So I'll pop that down below as well. Let me know which your favourite product is, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.